Hello everybody, I want to welcome you to my YouTube channel. My name is Lamisa Andrew and today we have a beautiful topic to discuss. And before I move further to our topic today, I want to please ask you guys to like, share and subscribe. Please guys subscribe to my YouTube channel. It helped me to bring out more interesting content. And throughout my content creation, we are going to be discussing on business, politics and people, how business works, how politics affect business, and how people relate to business and politics. Now we are going to move and dive right into our topic today, which is the CEO mindset for beginners. Yes, how to have that mindset as a CEO for beginners. And please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. So quickly, I got some things written down for us to discuss, like a key point, so I don't forget the importance of this message. Now, the first thing first, we are going to look at what is the CEO mindset. Now, everybody wants to go into business, but business is not actually an easy ground. It's not an easy battle. You just go and fight. You just don't go there and everything works out for you. Entrepreneurship itself has to do with you having both balls and guts. Yes. So how can you have such mindsets? How can you develop such mindsets? Well, it is not guaranteed that everybody is going to be a billionaire or a millionaire, or rather, in general terms, make money. But there are some certain traits you can see in someone, and you can easily tell that this person is going to make millions, billions, or even have enough money to take care of himself. Now, how can you develop such mindset is what we are going to be talking today. Like I first said, I said we are going to be discussing on what is the CEO mindset. Now, what is a CEO mindset? And I gave a clue that CEO mindset is you having or developing something we call the balls and the guts, because the business ground is not an easy ground. You know, when you watch all those documentaries or you watch all those business movie, you go there to learn about business or a certain thing, and when you when you go there to watch, when you went there, you saw you are watching things on drugs, women, some illegal actions like that. But to be honestly speaking, that is how business is. That is how business is. Business is not just an easy ground where you just go and everything work out. Because most of us spend a lot of time thinking on how to establish a certain business, and we get ourselves discouraged when we actually go into that business or when we actually start that plan. CEO mindset. If you want to have a CEO mindset, you will be ready to be seen as somebody who is competent. Let me use that word. Who is competent, who is up to date, who knows what is doing, who has the audacity to take action. Yes, it is not all about saying it, but are you taking action? Are you doing the necessary thing to achieve that goal you have set for yourself? So that is a CEO mindset. You are willingly or you are ready to be seen as someone who is crazy, someone who thinks differently from others, someone who sees the world in a different way. All the big tycoons you hear in the music, I said in the music, all the business tycoon you hear, both in music also, yeah, in music and in business generally, you turn out to find that they are not seen as ordinary people. They are seen as people that are crazy, that that have the guts, that they just have one kind of unique characters. Yes, and for you to develop such mindset, you have to leave some certain mindset behind. Yes, for you to have that CEO mindset, you have to leave some certain mindset behind. And I'm going to tell you some certain mindset that we have been sold to. Yeah, and one of the common mindset is that rich people are greedy. Rich people don't get their money clean. They tend to involve in some certain diabolic stuff. Um, it's God that chooses who will be rich and who will be poor. Yes, and so on and so forth. There are some that I can't remember, but this certain mindset, you have to drop it down if you are really or willingly ready or willing to go into business as well. If you are ready to go into business, if you are willing to go into business, you must drop to certain mindset for you to scale through in business. Because if you're having this mindset, there are sometimes in business that all things go south, and if you are still having these thoughts, you later adapt to it and give up easily. Yes, business is not for the weak, it is for those that have the courage. So entrepreneurship as a whole is not for everybody. It is meant for some kind of people, but you can be an entrepreneur if you are ready to pay the price. And for you to still know, it's not everybody that will be a founder. Some people will be founder and some people will be chief founder. This is what I'm trying to point out here. Some people are going to start a business and some people are going to continue from where that person starts. And that's why we're having managers, CEO, and the rest. So not everybody is going to be founder. So me listening at this mindset will also tell you what or where you belong to, what to do and where you belong to. So without wasting much time, I don't want this video to be as lengthy. The next thing we'll be talking about is acting like your future self. Yes, to have a CEO mindset, you have to start acting like your future self. There's this video I watched online, and she said, start acting like who you want to be in 10 years time. This whole concept of faking it till you make it, because if you actually tell your subconscious mind, if you feed your subconscious mind that character, that mindset, even your conscious mind will also, if I'm putting it right, if you are feeding your mindset, if you are feeding your mind, your conscious mind like that every time, what you are saying to yourself, your subconscious mind also will take response to what you are telling your conscious self. Yeah. So learn to feed your conscious mind very well so that it will also take effect on the subconscious aspect of it. So you start acting like your future self, acting like the person you want to be in 10 years, acting like the person you want to be in 15 years. And you see, when you are acting such a way, we tend to get some reactions from people, and most of the common reaction is you have pride, you are doing I too know, yeah, you are feeling too wise, too intelligent, and all that. And one of the skills you need in having a CEO mindset is to block those negative thoughts coming into your head. Because if you really want to get to this thing done, if you really want to have that dream, if you really want to be somebody that should be seen as someone who is responsible, who has the competence to do whatever he's doing, you have to block some certain negative energy and attract the positive energy into yourself. So now we're going to be talking about the 5 CEO habits you should start. The 5 CEO habits you should start. And number 1 is vision thinking. You have to have a vision for the long term. For instance, let me ask you, where do you see the world in the next 10 years? Where do you see the world in the next 5 years? What do you think will even happen from now to next year? What are you seeing? What are you seeing? What industry are you seeing that there's going to be a shift? There's going to be a change. People won't do or act like this. People will start reacting to this. For instance, we were once Stone Age, from Stone Age to industrial, from industrial to technology. What will be the next big thing? And now AI is taking over, and most people are saying AI will take most jobs very soon. Good and fine, AI is going to take most jobs, but if I could tell you the truth, it's not actually AI that will be taking most of the jobs. It will be those that know how to use AI that will be taking most of the jobs. Yes, so there is this mindset and skill you need to start building if you want to be somebody as that. Like just what I said now is something crazy. Somebody sat down, think of a crazy idea such as AI and establish it. He was trying to see or trying to make the world a better place, solving a problem. And everybody wants to get rich, everybody wants to become a CEO, but just like I said, not everybody will be. But if you want to actually be like that, you have to look for a problem and solve. It might be an existing problem that no one is tapping into, or it might be a fresh problem. When I mean an existing problem, for instance, Facebook was an idea from certain people, but Mark was the one who established it. So it was a problem already existing. So there must always be a problem. Is either you pick the idea from someone, or you see something that people are doing and is not going well, you try to change it, or you create a problem. You bring a solution to a new different problem that nobody is looking into. That's what I'm trying to bring out, the point I'm trying to bring out. So your vision thinking matters a lot. Your vision thinking, you have to start to have the habit of a long-term goal, a long-term plan, not just immediate gratification. You have to think a long term. How do you see the world in the next 5 years, 10 years? How do you even see your life in the next 5 years, 10 years? How do you see your life? Before we start talking about the skills you need to adapt, how do you even see your own life? Because the mindset in itself has to begin with you. Everything has to be with you, begin with you. How do you see life? How do you process life? How do you think life will be in the next 5 to 10 years? How do you perceive the world to be? In what age are we transcending into? In what age or in what time are you transcending into? Like you were once 5, and in 5 years time you'll be 10, 5 years time you will be so on and so forth. You might be 20 in the next 5 years, you are 25. How do you see yourself from 20 to 25? Most of us are always having this thing like, no, what will be, but actually what will be will never be if you don't think and act to plan. And that will lead us to our second habit you should start developing, which will be your decision speed. It's not all about writing your goals. It's not all about saying you want to be the next big thing, the next Elon Musk. You want to create something different. It is your decision speed. In this movie called Startup, there's this statement made by an investor, and it stuck to my head like for real. He said, "It is not about being the best. It is about who is first." Listen to it. It is not about being the best, but it is about who is first. For instance, if we're in the class now and a question is being asked, it is not who knows it that matters, but who said it first. Who said it first will be seen as the person that knows it. You might know it and you didn't speak up, but the person that said the answer is the person that is being seen as the best. So what is that plan? What is it that you have been thinking that you are not acting on? Because one thing you should know, that ideas flies around. There was this content I was watching about late Michael Jackson, and he was saying, the person was saying like, there was one time Mike woke up by 3 and was recording, and he called his producer and was like, yo, I got an inspiration and we need to act on this thing right now. And the producer was like, oh Mark, it's 3 a.m. in the morning, can I please sleep? And Mike said, if we don't do it, someone else will do it. So it is not about having this whole big idea. If you are having a slow decision speed, you are not even having the habit of a CEO. It is how do you take action. What we hear this popular saying that the best time to invest in the future is now. The best time to invest in the future is now, because it is what you actually start doing now that will determine how your 5 years will be. So that is the second habit you should start to develop. And the third one, which will be your time ownership. What do you use your time to do? How do you make use of your time? How do you make use of time? It is very important of you to know how your time goes. Most of us can wake up and spend 16 hours doing nothing. Actually forming we are busy, but actually we are not busy. And it is very bad. So you have to know what your time stands for. Like when I was doing cold calling at some point, there are these certain clients that if I don't call them by 6 to 8, I can't get them for that day. It will be to the next day. So I have to wake up early and make sure I make that call within the time frame from 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. Those are people that schedule their time. And the thing is that once you have your time schedule, you become the most laziest person. In the sense, for instance, if you say you are going to clean up your house from 6 to 8, then from 8 to 10, you go freshen up, have something to eat. From 10 to 12, you read like 2 books and the rest. If you have your, if you set that time and you act on it, within that time frame you are consistent, you see that even before the 12, you are through with whatever you set yourself to do, and for the rest of the day you become just free. So what do you use your time to do? You have to start to develop the habit of making use of the right time. Who do you spend your time with? What do you spend your time doing? Is it just scrolling through the internet or being productive with the time? And it will lead to a fourth habit, which will be learning obsession. What is it that you are obsessed so much in learning that you just want to achieve something and you are learning so much about it? Learning obsession. You have to have a learning obsession for you to build a CEO mindset. Yes, because all CEO do read, all CEO do learn. That is why this popular saying goes, the rich always try to learn from everybody, but the poor thinks they know it all. What is it you are learning every day? Because it is from your learning you start to see the world differently. What books have you read? What books are you reading? What story have you gotten? What lessons have you gotten from someone else's story? What is it that you are doing? What is it that you are passionate about? Have you spent can you even spend 4 hours, 8 hours, 10 hours, 16 hours learning a particular course on YouTube, or learning about business world, or learning how things go? If you don't have, if you are always being tired or bored, you are not even qualified for for you to be called a CEO, say, or having the characteristics of a CEO, because a CEO learns every day. You are up on your feet figuring out what actually works. Like in the today, what is a content or a marketing strategy that works today might not actually work tomorrow. Just for instance, our common term in our local, the price of today is not the same price of that same goods tomorrow, or it will not be, or it's not even the same price as it was yesterday. So you have to learn what works every day. You have to be obsessed in learning new things. Read, watch, meditate, reflect, and so on and so forth. Learn as much as you can, and it will take us to our fifth or the last habit you need to start developing, which is your building of network. What people are you relating to? What people, what environment are you? Which people do you call together and you learn from inside? What community are you in? Because it all matters on what you are building. Because they say, if you can show me 5 of your friends, I can tell you how your life will be. What network are you building? Yes, you can't just be the next Dangote. You can't even partner with Dangote. You can't be friends with Dangote because Dangote already has his own friends. So what is making you think that you'll be the next best friend to Dangote? But you can also build your group or build a network that will stand the test of time, or will be the next replica we'll be talking about of Dangote. Your circle matters a lot. In which people are you building with? The people you are building with, are the people that are motivating you, or people that are dragging you down? You have to know this. Then after that, we are going to be talking now on building mindset from scratch. How do you build a CEO mindset from scratch? And one of it is you start small. Yes, start small by daily reflection, by reading, reflect on daily things about life, business, how you see the world, how you perceive the world to be. Then you change your environment, just like as I was saying about building network. Your environment matters a lot. If the people or the environment you are is not aligning with what you are desiring to be, it is better for you to just change. There are some environments that are not productive, there are some that is productive. So know the environment that fits in with whatever you are doing, and be there and learn as much as you can from that environment. And the other thing is to track your goal monthly. Track your process monthly. See how far you have gone. It's not just by buying thousands of books just to tell people that, oh, you bought books or you are buying books. But ask yourself, are you really reading that book? Track your record. How many books have you read? How many books do you read this month? How many books will you read next month? You track your progress. You set your goals and track your progress and see how you can achieve that. And the last one of it is reward yourself with consistency, not perfection. Always try to be consistent. It is not how to start that really matters. It is if you are going to finish what you start. And finishing what you start shows or is an important skill in itself, which I'm going to be talking on my next video. Building a skill that stands out, which is consistency. Consistency is also a skill, because you showing up every day tells us who you are or who you want to be. We start to perceive you as that person. So like I said, to sum this up, try as much as possible to act like the person you want to be in the next 5 years. Start to read, start to learn, start to develop good habits, and try as much as possible to stay in an environment that encourages you in getting what you set for yourself. So until my next video, I would like you to like, share, comment, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel.